In today's session, we will learn about how to calculate the DPMO, which is defect per million opportunities. So before we go for the actual calculation, let's understand some definition which we are going to use in calculating the DPMO. So first thing comes as in unit. Unit is any item that is produced, liable for measurement or evaluation against a set criteria. Or in simple words, say any of the product or the service which you are delivering is a unit for you. Now, opportunities, the areas where the defect could be produced or chance per unit to have a defect. Basically, these are the dimensions in a unit which can go wrong. So example wise, I have an example here which I am going to take as an invoice. So in an invoice is 1 unit for me, while the name and address, contact detail, invoice issue date, payment due date, description of services or the products, quantity, cost per unit, a unique invoice reference number, total amount, bank account number or reference code for the customer, etc. These all are the dimensions which will be called as an opportunities. So unit is one invoice, or one invoice is a unit, and the different dimensions of an invoice which can turn out to be a defect is called as an opportunities. What is the total opportunities? The total number of chance out of a unit have a defect. So basically number of units which you are producing multiplied by the opportunities per unit will be your total opportunity. Suppose you are processing 10 invoices and each invoice can go wrong in 10 different ways. So 10 invoice multiplied by the 10 opportunities will be total opportunities in 10 invoices will be the 100. Defect, a discrepancy in an operation or an item not meeting the specification. So in an invoice, you have the 10 different opportunities. If any of the opportunities goes wrong or any of the parameter is not meeting the specified values, that will turn out to be a defect. Now defect per unit is the number of defect you are observing divided by the number of units. Suppose you have done the audit of the 10 invoices. Out of 10 invoices, you find 2 defect. So 2 divided by 10 will be your defect per unit. Defect per opportunities, we have already calculated the total number of opportunities here. And you observe, suppose 2 defect. 2 defect you have observed out of 10 invoices. And each invoice have the 10 different opportunities. So total opportunities will be 100 and 2 defects. So defect per opportunities will be 2 by 100. DPMO, once you have identified the defect per opportunities, if you just simply multiply this by million, you will get the defect per million opportunities. And now we can convert the defect per million opportunities to the sigma value based on what DPMO we are getting. We can convert into the sigma. These are the things we are going to learn with an example. So let's focus on an example and I will teach you how to calculate all these values. Here is an example I'm taking for the invoice. So for me, units is what? The number of invoices I'm processing. So one invoice I'm processing means 1 unit. If 5 invoice I'm processing means 5 units, or maybe if 20 invoice I'm processing means 20 units. Now opportunities are the parameter in each invoice which can go wrong. In our case, in this example, I have listed down here these 10 different parameters. This means the number of opportunities are 10 for me. Total opportunities are the product of your number of units you have processed multiplied by number of opportunities. Suppose in a day, you are processing maybe 15 invoices. So 15 invoices are your 15 unit. Opportunities for each invoice you have 10. So 15 into 10, which will become your 150 will become your total opportunities. Now defect per unit, suppose out of these 15 invoices, some of the parameter of these invoice parameter out of 10 is not meeting the specified. Maybe the payment due date is incorrect, maybe the invoice issue date is incorrect, maybe the quantity is incorrect, cost per unit is incorrect, or any other parameter. So those Values which is not meeting the specified parameter is called as an defect. Suppose here my defects I observed out of these 5. And out of 5, these 5 I observed out of 15 units. So defect per unit will be 5 by 15. Now defect per opportunities, I already know that my 5 are my defect. And these 5 defects are coming 15 units, and each unit have 10 opportunities. So my total opportunity will be 150. So 5 by 150 will become my defect per opportunities. Now I already have the defect per opportunities. What is missing here? Only the M. So if I multiply the defect per opportunities which I observed in the last calculation by a million, which means 10 power raised to 6, that will become my defect per opportunities. Defect per million opportunities, right? I hope everyone is clear till now. So let's do an example in an Excel, how to calculate this. So here is an example. Suppose how many, first thing we'll say units. Units are the invoices I have processed, or any other thing you can take. Number of calls you have received, number of calls you have ordered, invoices you have processed, product you have manufactured, etc., etc. Now dimensions of that product or service is called as an opportunities. Suppose, so let's take an example. In a day, as in production, I have produced 1000 unit, or maybe I am producing, maybe let's say 1200 invoices in a day. Each invoice has a unique dimensions, and these unique dimensions in nature, suppose 8 are the different parameters, or 8 are the different parameters against which I am calculating the call of quality, or maybe 8 are the different dimensions of a product which I am manufacturing. So my opportunity will be 8. So now what is my total opportunities? Total opportunities will be the number of units multiplied by the opportunities, which means 8 is my opportunity multiplied by 1200 is my total unit. Now assume the defects which you have observed out of this, maybe let's say 10. So what is my defect per unit, or DPU? Defect per unit will be number of defect you observed divided by the total number of units, which is 1200. So 10 by 1200 will be my defect per unit, which is around 0.008. So what is my defect per opportunities? Defect per opportunity will be the number of defect you observed divided by the number of total opportunity, which is 10 divided by 9600, which is 0.001042. Now defect per million opportunities is how much? You already have the defect per opportunities. If you just multiply this with a million, which means 10 power raised to 6, you will get the defect per million opportunities, which is 104. Now I have calculated my unit, I have my opportunities, I have total opportunities, number of defect observed, I got it from my process, then the defect per unit, DPO and DPMO we have calculated. Now, once I have the probability of defect, because this is my probability of defect, 1041 out of a million, or this is my probability of defect, 0.001042 out of total opportunities, or maybe the defect out of the total unit. When we have identified these, how to convert that into the sigma level? So let's take a simple example, 1041 out of a million. So how we'll do sigma level, you can easily convert into the Excel sheet by the formula is equal to NORMSINV. This will ask about the probability. So how to put the probability? It's 1 minus what is your probability out of how much? So this 1041 we got out of a million. So million is 1 and the 6 zeros. Right? Bracket close plus 1.5. And the value will get, that will be your sigma level. This is 4.57. I prove this. Suppose we say at the 6 sigma level, 3.14 is my defect, right? Of million. How to convert? Or maybe 233 of million. This is for 6 sigma and this is for 5 sigma. I'm just trying to validate either I will get that sigma level or not with the same formula. So we can do 3.14 out of a million is equal to NORM SINV. Probability is 1 minus 3.14 divided by a million, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, bracket close, plus 1.5. I got almost 6.01 sigma. Similar way for the 5 sigma is how much DPMO out of a million? 233. So is equal to same formula, norm SINV 1 minus 233 divided by 1 million, which is 1 and 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bracket close, plus 1.5. So you got the 4.99 or approximately 5 sigma. You can see here. So this is the way, guys, we convert the DPMO into sigma level as well. So that's all for the today session. Hope you understand. Please share, like, and comment this video if you like, and put the comment in the comment section that what are the other things you wanted to learn. I will create a video and share with you people. Thank you so much.